Hello friends and welcome back to what we're going to label as the start of this playthrough. We definitely didn't play an hour of stream to have DEI do DEI things and Rome 2 do Rome things and cause us to restart. Don't worry about it. This is the first playthrough. But this evening we play as Macedon. I'm hoping if you're here you've watched the introduction video and you now know the lay of the land as to what our situation is in front of us. We play as the Seleucids. One of Alexander's generals basically set up this kingdom, or empire as it's called, and you can see the area on this map that we control ourselves personally, with satrapies in the lighter grey areas. Our plan is to launch this campaign and immerse ourselves as much as we can in our faction, the roleplay and what's going on. So you can see we have bonuses to fighting Hellenic factions and less resistance to when we take somewhere over. So that's the plan, that's how we're going to run it. 60 minutes is fine, no advisor help, and thank you very much. This is how we're playing, and let's go. Such a cool bit of art there.
The Seleucid Empire.
Yes, we are.
But your grip on your eastern satrapies is weakening. Bactria is already independent, and Patharva and others may also attempt to break away. Meanwhile, to the south, the Ptolemies of Egypt are scheming against you. Their desire to control your Syrian lands may yet bring about war. Although stability to the north and west may be assured by the Sardes, who remain loyal, the warlike Galatians and the Hellenistic states of Asia Minor threaten your borders. The future of Alexander's legacy is in your hands. The Seleucid Empire must not
fall. Okay. First of all, as you can see, we've definitely already played 6 turns with lots of crashes, so we'll ignore that fact and we'll save over that. So here, we're going to go straight in with research. We're going to prioritise researching the subterranean aqueducts to do something about our situation, shall we say. And we're immediately going to march this army to the south to counter what I perceive as a threat from Egypt. We're then also going to go into diplomacy and squeeze everything we can out of everyone we can. So most of these folks we do, I'm going to get military access with them actually, just to hopefully keep us on good terms up there. Armenia and whatnot we will happily trade etc with. We're just looking to get some bank from it. Again, honestly, as much as we can, so fine. We're fine there, and then Knossos. So again, we're looking, we're going to get penalties with most of the Greek factions. That's fine. We're not looking to cement lifelong friendships here. This is mostly it's a situation of scratching each other's back, essentially. I think we might actually make quite a bit of money here. Again, I wish there was, I know you can't go back, but just a bit of a flirting diplomacy option, so that when you're speaking to people you can kind of back and forth and with your battering, rather than, okay, you'll take this, you won't take this. Like here, they weren't willing to do 1500, but if I go to 1200, is that fine? Just let me know that. Let me know that, please. Okay, Rhodos should trade with us being Greek, and that's fine. We'll take. Are we going to get the full bath? No, we're not going to full biff that. We're going to get 1500.
Gold is usually offered in payment of service. We are not.
That was me. Anyone else?
Do not wander in like a desert beggar.
They're saying no. Nabatia.
Am I always to be
Nope.
disturbed?
Media.
I am here, then.
They're saying yes.
Speak your words, and be sure
Full
that I find
whack?
profit in them.
Nope.
You present
Mascat, did I try you? I think we might have, right?
greetings, friend.
No, we didn't.
Let us use our time together in wisdom and seek a cause.
Fine.
We have good reason to
Maston
accept
said no,
such
Nabatia said
terms.
right.
My
That's
people will
us, I think. So, plans, economy-wise, we are going to upgrade Antioch. We're going to upgrade that to a hot plate. We're going to upgrade that, and we're going to put in some consecrated ground, and then in here amphitheatre, whilst upgrading our food stock. So that's that province done. In Palmyra, we are going to get rid of that. We are going to get rid of that. We are going to expand this. And here, I think we'll put some foodstuffs in. Over here in this area in Seleukeia, we're going to upgrade the stables, upgrade the main holding, amphitheatre, food. Sharax is going to be double upgraded. We're going to upgrade that and put in an industrial-sized farm and a temple there. So our east is now upgraded. We're going to move the main army out here outside the settlement. They are going to patrol the region. Again, public order, income, balancing. Here we're going to establish a governor, and I think we will go for the Royal Floi, I think they are. And we'll go for companion cavalry, because it just feels right. Then in here, I would normally do an agent, but we can't afford them now because we have spent all of our cash money, yo. And here we are going to recruit some slingers. That'll bring us up to 3. And then I think there, we're ending turn. We'll see what unfolds in front of us. Edicts. Right, okay, of course. Forgot about that minor detail. We're going to go for tax. And then here we're going to go for tax. All we want is money. Okay, so I'm hoping we're running smooth now. Again, I'll need to do like a disclaimer on the first stream. I've deleted it from its existence already. It no longer exists. Hopefully we're running smooth tonight and we can actually fight battles. It was a bit of a weird one. It was an incredibly easy fix that the community actually sourced and brought to us, which was honestly pretty cool. So in here we're looking to just upgrade and try and make us a little bit more intimidating. Here we are going to probably just leave that as is just now. We are going to go for 3 U lads, another pike, and then some Sarissa boys. Right, I think that's it for now. There's the precarious lads getting ready to be precarious. Bactria's kicking off in the east, that's fine with me, and then we are ending turn. Here we go. So I'm anticipating Egypt to our south being the main antagonist of the early acts, with some threats coming from the east as well at some point. Oh dear.
I humbly propose this.
Interesting. I'm not gonna. I don't want to engage in any more sort of alliances with anyone. I mean, if they want to become my satrapy, I would have that. But otherwise, we're looking to manage what we currently have before we expand anything. Okay. So, oh, we've got disease. That's cool. Love that for us. We are going to get another. I recruited the wrong cavalry. 2 of you lads, and then I'll do it. We've got 4k here, so the plan here is to get a dignitary, Sila. And then in terms of this, we'll go for Nikon. Those are the 2 there. They're going to be put to use. Okay, so again, our plan here is to try and roleplay our characters as much as we can. So we have Antiochus, who is our faction leader, and his wife here. She is a domestic goddess. He's the basilisk, he's an agriculturist, and he's obsessed and aged. The plan is, within the political sphere here, we are going to do our best to use the traits of the families and the traits of the individuals themselves to act in accordance with how they're going to play. So, for example, we might look to use our local nobility mostly as the governors because they're pacifists. So they won't be looking for war, but if it comes to them, they're probably going to fight in it. Here, our man here hates Romans, so we'll probably use him in the Mediterranean, the Macedonian nobility, and the royal Philoi. They hate barbarians, which to me is pretty much everyone that isn't us. So again, we'll see how this plays out. We're probably going to wait a handful of turns, see how the game's mapping itself, and then we'll make a decision from there. But my anticipation is that our first main enemy, our first main antagonist, the first real button of heads we're going to have is in fact the south with Egypt. We do not want to be the ones that are causing offence and on the offensive. Our plan is to... Sagartia is declaring war on me and our allies here. Let's see if any of them join us. 3 of them have not. Aria, Dragania and Parthia. Persia has, as is Sardes. So that is the breaking of the oaths already. The satrapies are gone. 1, 2, 3, 4 have declared independence, and we have an important character now. That's great. So the plan here is to go through both of those and get the subterranean aqueduct, because honestly you really do need it, otherwise you end up in big trouble. Our champion is going to go down and join the army, and then our dignitary here is being deployed. Slight income boost to put us in a healthier position. Excellent. Over this way we are okay for now, but there's definitely war coming, so we need to be on our toes a little bit and just keep an eye on that. So again here, it's kind of too good that you can't not have this building, so we're going to have to get temples to counteract the +5 Persian cultural influence, which is pretty steep. We've got 5k still to spend here, so I think we will use it to just up as much of our capabilities here financially as we can. I think we'll upgrade Antioch to a military wharf for now. It's just too valuable to do. And then here I think we'll just get a sort of, let's call them a guard together. Just a couple of units that are there to be proactive should we need them on the defensive. Egypt has declared war, which I think everyone would have anticipated, and I think in the last 2 turns our early game sort of just laid itself out. Here we go again.
Look to your gods.
The base is declaring war.
Only by the flame I will have my...
Well, this just got spicier than the trial run, shall we say. I think we've got almost double the amount of wars. David, so am I. Okay, so you lads are going to head this away. We're going to go around and try and snatch side, and then our main army is going to go down here and take Tyros. The plan is we'll auto-resolve this just because I don't think we need to worry about it too much. We'll take it quite easily, and we should be in a good position to then make better decisions. So, occupy, we're in a pretty good position. We'll stay in the town just now, I think, and hope for a bit of replenishment. Here we are going to recruit, so a couple more pikes, some Sarissa, some levies, and we'll just continue to move. In fact, can we move again? We can't, so we'll go back in then. That's also maximum there. Okay, over here we are in trouble. They're going to come through here again. We kind of, I'm going to be honest with you, this happened before and we've kind of been through this already. So what I'd really like to do is try and peace with some of them that we're at war with. Macedon, have you changed your thoughts? No? Okay, so we're going to need armies in the east, specifically in Seleukeia. We want to definitely hold on to that. So we probably want to recruit there, but I also don't want to just keep throwing our money away, which is very easy to do. And here, do we create a navy? Again, the plan was local nobility can... In fact, yeah, they can be our... we're going to make them governors, though. So we can't make any of them navies because we don't have the money to raise a fleet. So we're ending turn. Great. We're ready for peace already. Maybe worth a try. Heretic, how you doing? Welcome in. That might be the case, Heretic, but we're trying to focus on roleplay. So I think in most cases, if you're playing as the proud Seleucids that start in quite a strong position, role-playing our character who hates anyone that hates us, I think it would be quite unlikely that we'd be willing to just pay off our enemies or have them pay us. So our plan will be to chip a little bit off them, and then we'll maybe come to the table and discuss diplomacy, shall we say. Okay, so here, you're going to be a commander. So you're a rightful sovereign. So roleplay wise, we're going to take that as the first one because you're pretty self-imposed. You are the rightful sovereign. And I think here we might go for military logistician. And then the worry is, where are these guys going? That's what we don't know. So we're not going to spend any more money on Tyros. You lads are going to move to there. And then hopefully we can get eyes on side. And here we're going to get 2 more of you, 2 slingers, and that's going to be our army for hopefully taking side. And then in here, we are going to... I'd really like to get a navy. And again, we're going to use the local nobility, archer tower. We could hire mercs, but we're not going to. We're going to try and get a small navy that we can use to transport ourselves around. Right. Mama, how are you? And they do say that, don't they? There's no place like Rome. So we're on the defensive here. I've got a funny feeling these guys might be moving towards Palmyra. All we can do, we 2 turns till we're there. So we are going to be sitting put and waiting to see. We're being reactive rather than proactive just now, in the south anyway. Whereas in sort of modern day Turkey, on the south coast here, we're looking to be proactive and go hopefully snatch side. Is going to backdoor you when you move on side. Because cliche, that is probably exactly what they're going to do. Okay, Cyrenica want a military alliance. I'll take it on aggression. And some money. Fine with me. A nice 1,500 now. Very awkward position here against the Egyptians because we want to move. Here we go. We really want to move down here and see what's coming, but we can't really afford to do that. What we're going to have to do is move over here and get ready to counter them, although those look like absolutely horrendous troops. Palmyra's garrison is not great. So I doubt they're going to do phenomenally. The plan here is to move and siege side, which is looking like a nice auto-resolve. And then we'll move our navy in just mostly for some experience, really. Is this a siege or is this a naval battle? I don't know how much I fancy our chances there. Okay, the plan here, again, apologies, this looks like we're kind of rushed. We've already played through this and I don't have it in my heart of hearts to replay it. So we're going to just quickly do this and carry out the essentials here. Now, I'm pretty sure we could probably sail that in like 1 turn. So you're going to go there. Side will be getting rid of that. You lads are in there, that's fine. This is for our general. This general is going to be he's definitely going to be a governor. So he's a capable bureaucrat and banditry, tax, etc. was what we decided. Public order, that's fine with me. Right. Good. Bit of success there. Now, we're kind of hard being pushed into making a decision we maybe do not want to make. And that decision is, do we defend Tyros or do we head back here to try and defend this? And I think we need to go towards Palmyra. It's more of a threat. This is just a recent conquest. Palmyra's had a bit of money and time spent on it, so that's going to be our priority in terms of protecting. Here, I think we want to do this, and it'll give extra experience to our spear-armed recruits, which is not going to be a bad thing. And then here, we are definitely going to get attacked. Sharax is going to get pushed, which is very unfortunate. Here, we are going to do this, and I think we're just going to get a few more troops. So, Babylonian heavy spearmen sound good. I think we will get a couple of cav, some Babylonian spearmen. And I think with that, we could probably challenge most armies that are going to attack us. Deb, hello ×2. Hello, hello. So again, I wouldn't say I'm overly keen to fight against Medea.
Before you say anything, know
I would take that just now.
against the evil eye. You are
They're the only one I would say I'm willing to piece. The rest of them will be hopefully put to the sword. I feel kind of bad because Persia is still technically on our side. Sardes is as well, but they're getting hard pressed. So anyway, we had a decent bit of success here. The plan is going to be to combine these armies and make them as small as we can. Maybe reduce the hoplites by 1, or do we just keep them? Probably shouldn't have done that then, because we'd have 3 of them replenishing rather than 1. Let's reduce the size. It's fine with me. Okay, they're replenishing. You lads should be replenishing, but you're technically not. It's fine. He's raiding his owner, if you will. And the invasion. Right, end turn. Oh, I'm saying skill Sela over here. Let's go for administrator and then tax rate. End turn. Okay. Let's see if Egypt has any moves. The answer is yes. Yes, they do. Heretic. It is an option. Whether we take it or not is a different one now. Do we run away here or do we risk the auto-resolve? That's the question. I am going to risk the auto-resolve here. I'm just hoping our admiral doesn't die. They've definitely died. It's just, what are our losses is the question. I can kind of accept that. And touching on what Heretics said, we are going to enslave them. Interestingly, there is an Egyptian navy heading towards the Greek peninsula. So we need to keep an eye on that. I think the plan here is going to be our navy sails towards Antioch and our army will match. Idiots, if they had attacked this turn, they might have had a chance. The fact our army's sweeping around here is not a good thing for them. We're going to put them to the sword. I think the worst of our early game pressure is going to be from the east. We're going to go with civil progress there. Palmyra's under a siege, we knew that. Right, so our navy, if they can make it, which they can, is going to sail to Antioch. They're going to harbour here, and then we're going to recruit a couple of units. Inside, we are going to build some consecrated ground, and their army is going to begin marching back towards Antioch. So it's going to take them 3 turns to get there. That's fine. In doing so, I am going to recruit some more shitball units. And I'm hoping that army, along with our navy, should be able to take Salamis. Now here, we are going to definitely fight them this turn. Tyros looks a little bit precarious. Seleukeia, I am going to move our army that way. I'm not anticipating they're going to make it here in time, but we are going to try. No one's going to say we didn't try to come and protect them. Hatra, we probably need to be a little bit careful, so we're going to go for maximum conversion. Again, here, I would say it's quite cowardly, but Medea haven't really attacked us or done anything. So I would honestly be quite happy to negotiate with them just now, and then maybe deal with them at a later date. But we will be keeping an eye on the situation as it develops. Here, we are going to fight this, and we're going to try and wipe them out here. That is a terrible army. We're going to fight this because we need to warm up. We need to warm up. I've not actually fought a battle yet in this playthrough. So we do have a reinforcing army. We're probably going to try to pin them in place with our main army, aka the Might of Heracles. And then we'll probably try and swing the garrison army around and maybe sandwich them between them, just eliminate as many of them as we can. No adverse conditions is what we're looking for. Our reinforcements are coming from behind, which is a little bit sad. Here we're going to do this with a line. Skirmishers there. Cavalry in general there, and then supporting cavalry there. Are they going to come and say hello? They're retreating. I can't really blame them. It makes sense. We're going to move up and we're going to do that. Now what I will do is I am not that interested in there being peasants in this army. I wouldn't use them in combat if I can avoid it. So they're leaving, and the rest of the, if we can call them this, professional troops are coming. And I think what we'll do is we'll probably push this side with them whilst these lads push up and get into a better position. So the plan is probably going to be attack both their flanks here with our two armies and then try and draw them towards either one of them with the cavalry being proactive. Yeah. That's the plan for now. We're going to let it speed up a bit. Fine. Once they're here, we'll probably move up and we'll try and use this sort of tree line as a little bit of cover if we can. Okay, so we're just getting in position. Like so. That's nice because then, as I said, some of the lads will be in cover. We're going to run these guys. Bring them to there. Archers are going to fill in behind a little bit. And then these lads are kind of spread out. There should be some fire and arch available to us. Okay, so the plan now is that is Army 1, that's Army 2. They are kind of fronting up to us a bit here, which honestly I'm okay with. Right, archers, we are going to grab as many of you as we can, and we're going to move up and just start skirmishing them. Move behind. Right. Ideally, our archers are going to get this thing going, and it looks like that is going to be the case. That is cavalry coming towards us. We don't like that very much. You're going to go into a phalanx and hold. You are also going to go into a phalanx and hold. And you two are going to hold the flank a bit. Did we get that set up in time? They're camel riders, so they will do damage if they get in amongst us, which unfortunately in this instance they very much have. Very unfortunate. So here we're probably quite happy sort of posturing. Let's get you lads in formation. That's not the right button. What is going on here? Breakfast. Not sure there, but we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Here we're getting pushed pretty hard. You lads need to form up pretty quick. You lads need to come here, and you lads can move that way. Hopefully they can form up in a little bit, well, a bit more haste, shall we say. You two can move up, start putting a bit of pressure on here if we can. And you go lads, and you go lads, and then you go here. You lads, we're going to move here a little bit, and the cavalry. Pretty sure the cavalry could probably smoke these lads, if I'm honest. Charge them, charge them. Again, we're trying to buy us a bit of time here. Not yet blind. I've actually been largely trying to avoid it, but again, I know I will play it. It's just I've had ships that have been needing my attention, if you know what I mean. Okay, you're going to come out of that. We're going to just try and protect the flank from the cav. Again, I kind of feel like here we need to get our general through here to start getting into the back. So I think we'll try and thread the eye of the needle here, stuck into some of these skirmishers. Let's do that. Cavalry is doing some decent work here, I like it.
Your orders, Commander.
Firing at the other unit.
At your service. Sarissa cavalry. The brave.
Then back before they all die. General, go. Let's go. We will do a little bit of that just because we can. Oh no. I'll tell you something, lads. I'm making this look a lot harder than it needed to. That's for sure. A lot harder than it needed to. Right, General. To you. Yeah, it's looking okay. Maybe lads this way. I think they might have friendly fired a little bit here. Completely honest. Ouch. Casualties here are going to be a lot higher than they needed to be. I was really hoping we'd finish off this cavalry, but here we are. Nearly killed half of them. Here we're keeping them busy. I think they might be about to do a little bit of the old chain routing, which I'm here for. Charged by Axeman. Not much fan of that. This is a little bit kind of hot looking here. Don't like that very much. You lads can turn around here. Get the formation. We'll hopefully deal with those cavalry. This flank's looking pretty ouch, so we'll try and offer assistance here. Throwing for content. That's exactly what I'm doing, Blind. You know me so well. Right, I'm doing fine. Go. Goes in there and just offer a bit more support. That's going to come here, and then the three of them we're just going to do this and just try and shore up this front a bit. Need to be careful of these spearmen and the cavalry because honestly they could still ruin our general's day. We've got a bit of damage there, so I need to bear that in mind. Remember, he's not really in the best of fettle. I think this is still going to be a very convincing win, which I'm here for. We'll try and push them if we can. Realise we're going to move over here. Down to there. Cavalry is doing good work. Again, these guys really haven't taken much damage, so our plan is to move away and just leave them be. And maybe move our general over and get them to meet here. Here we're going to do this, and we're going to put flaming shot into that cavalry, aka the general, because I think we could really mop him up. I mean, Napoleon probably would be quite unimpressed. I've not exactly fought this cleanly. I've made quite a lot of large errors here, so I can see what you're saying being correct. Flame arrows are coming in. I think there's quite a bit of friendly fire going on, unfortunately. That's kind of goes on the back a bit. And then here we will probably continue firing a flame volley. I'm going to do that. That's fine. And then you lads can charge in there. And there. It's definitely just a matter of time here now. There, the lads have done pretty well for how low tier a unit they are. The thing is, would Napoleon want to play as Pontus? We've not been charged with spearmen when I wasn't paying attention, have we? Nope, just a bodyguard. That way you can turn around and we could try and counter charge. So we could do some work there. That's fine. We should be able to combine our cavalry and take care of some archers, so that's what we're going to do. And then here, you lads are going to move in and finish them off. You lads can come here and we'll hopefully finish them off. Again, this battle has, hands up, I've made it look a lot more difficult than it needed to be. That one's on me, and we're about to get recharged into our archers. I don't know why, right? Because I've absolutely no basis to work this from, right? But historically speaking, I wouldn't say Napoleon is someone that it would strike me as having a really good sense of humour. Just putting that out there. I'll tell you, the lads here are somewhat faltering, but my god, they've done a good job. They've held this flank against pretty steep challenge from the enemy. So they say. Well, we're going to win, but again, it's coming down to the sort of the old classic: at what cost? At what cost? Because our army's also going to have to run back towards the coast to defend Egypt, the border with Egypt, because they're definitely going to show themselves at some point. But you lads are back, feeling good. We'll leave you to there. We'll charge these Nabatian axemen, whilst our slingers putting some fire overhead. Something I am okay with. To have these lads coming. You lads here. You lads there. We're going to do that and hope that they actually charge into us, and then we'll swing around from the flank. Lads are almost in position. It's pretty cool watching the phalanxes unfold, isn't it? Swing these guys up. No, no. It's done. Good to end that. We'll take the decisive victory there. Again, our losses are almost a fifth. Those are... It's actually almost an even fight, which surprises me, albeit we definitely had the quality troops over them. Probably with an anime avatar. Are you saying that, David, are you suggesting that if Napoleon played Total War, he would likely be a... what's it called? A VTuber. A VTuber, is that what you're saying? That's what it's called, right? VTuber, I think. Wait, was it? Actually? Okay, the defenders of Antioch have just got themselves a decent bit of earned. We're going to ransom the captives because I'm pretty sure we're going to need the money. And the might of Heracles have leveled themselves up. So I think they are going to be wall breachers. They're probably going to be on the offensive. And I will go for ramparts. Siege experts as well, actually. So I'm pretty sure this place will defend itself now. Did I go and finish them off, or did I retreat back towards our other lands? I don't want to lose Tyros, so I'm going to prioritise that at the moment, I think. Again, you're going to head back here. We're going to get you on the ship, and then the plan is to sail over, grab Salamis. And then I would maybe think about negotiating a peace with Egypt. Again, here I would probably peace more or less anyone that's bordering us just now, because we just need a little bit of sort of leeway and time to prepare, because we're overcommitted. I don't know what that is, two hands. I'll be honest. I have no idea what that means. Here, I think, as long as Antioch's done, which it is, we will upgrade that to a amphitheater. Got 528 left in the bank. We're going to cancel that. We're going to leave that be, sorry, and we're going to end turn and see how this lays out. The thing worrying me just now is that Egypt attacks us, which they have. Now, again, this is what I'm trying to stop myself doing, right? But I'm pretty sure I could defend this and probably win this. But I'm going to do my best not to, and we're just going to resolve it. So, like, if I was playing a campaign, I was min-max, and I wanted to win this campaign and be flat out, I'd probably have fought that. But again, try not to do that. They haven't taken it, which is very, very interesting. Our army's on the way down. I feel like, do they not know this? We're pushing down. Ah, here we go. So again, I would normally auto-resolve this and probably do pretty okay, but here, again, I'm trying to kind of try to take this one in the chin. Analog. That's pretty cool, two hands. I didn't know that. Okay, so again, that's quite a hard one to accept. We had our reinforcements that were rushing down there. They just appear to be 1 or 2 turns late. Rhodos want us to pay for non-aggression. No, my lads.
Strong defenses need good foundation.
I'll keep taking your coin. So we're going to retreat back, and Seleukeia is going to be our sort of bastion on the front line, our defensive point. I'm okay with that. Again, we're not looking to sign up with any sort of defensive pacts with anyone at the moment. Man, our allies there are really getting hammered, aren't they? Egypt has landed an invasion force. Where? Oh. God, there's a lot going wrong. In Tyros, okay. We'll repair everything, and our army is going to march down here. This should be an auto-resolve, I think. They've run away.
On the move.
I am perfectly okay with that. We're going to do that and just hopefully have these lads replenish. You lads are going to move around here and hopefully get on the ships shortly. Sail across the channel. So here we are going to have a... He's meant to be a bureaucrat, first and foremost. So I think it was at the civil research rate. And again, try and come out into his job. That's the plan. Chain letters about your games. I don't know, but that's funny to think about. Right, we lost a couple of shenanigans there, to say the least. Yaxamatai has risen. Faction joins your new Sparta. Really? This place is going to revolt. There's nothing we can do about it, so we'll just sort of prepare and wait. We've got 2.3k to spend. We should still take Salamis pretty easily. It's got a couple more ships. We're going to intern, and we'll see how this turns out. Okay. Ah, here we go. The Dehe. I don't even know where they are. I have no dealings with the Dehe. They're over there. They're just joining in with everyone. Look, guys, we're at war with them as well. And if I'm honest, I'm going to take that personal, long term. A rebellion. Cool. Food shortage. Cool. God, there's so much fun happening right now. Right, if I don't have to fight a revolt, I'm definitely not going to do that. We'll just resolve that as best we can. No units lost, and we're just going to slaughter whoever has revolted. So I feel like that's the only way to really secure.
Advance. Ready for battle.
As tempting as it is to push the Egyptians here, we're going to fall back a smidgen, and we are going to patrol. You lads, though, are going to come back towards the site. We'll get them on the boats, and we're not going to make it over this turn, that's for sure. Right, we're moving over. We're kind of risking this a bit because we're very exposed there, but needs must. We need to try it. And then here, we're definitely going to pull you lads back to here. Patrol a bit and just try and see what we can do. So we're going to have to defend this. Seleukeia is going to be our front line. This is where they're probably going to be pushing. Losing Charax is rough because it loses you quite a decent whack of trade income. And I think here at Hatra we'll take a member of the Macedonian nobility. We'll get some companion cavalry in there just as more of like a governor. a frontline governor preparing for what I would say is quite inevitable, which is going to be, sadly, incursions from the east. Now, we've taken side and we have Tyros. We take Salamis. I probably would entertain peace with the Egyptians if we do that. I'd probably entertain it. Would they entertain it? Bithynia wants a trade agreement, which I'm okay with. We're going to try and get some sort of coin out of it. Just to accept. Again, we need money. We need money real bad. There's a lot going on. That's the hard thing. How do we deal with our satrapies in the east? Faction joint Arakosa. Who the hell are you? Well, the good news is we can now create some aqueducts. I'm going to take this just for the sanitation bonus, etc. as well. And then you lads are going to land the army, push them into attack, and we're going to siege Salamis. So we're attacking from land and sea here. That's nice. Down here, lads are healing. Not much more to do. And that's going to start using up our food, and we can't really afford that. David, how do I research that you're talking of? This Nuke. Never heard of it. I will build a fishing port here, and then we'll go into this menu. There's a general. Let's get some of these folks wife. But I would rather marry people who have roles. So this guy, he has a intelligent wife. There we go. Probably ask themselves. Here we go. Okay, interestingly, their navy is coming out to try and challenge us. We probably should have attacked this and finished it off that turn. We've just deprived ourselves of a turn's worth of income and conversion. We almost lost our general there, which is very, very interesting. Didn't realise. Have to recruit. Archimedes was... No, he wasn't. He wasn't quite dead yet by this point, was he? No, he wasn't. Was he? Is he?
Your potions and
No.
charms had
No, he wasn't.
but it has faded.
Bithynia, after asking us for trade next turn, have ended their trade. So that is pretty cool. Knossos want a non-aggression, which I will absolutely give them for some coin. Thank you, Knossos. These coins come to us in trying circumstance. Okay, trade agreement. Oh god. Oh god, here we go. There's so much going on. Nacho, how you doing, man? How you doing? You're Archimedes. Banditry. Oh, it's all going so well. Research, technology. Okay, we can probably do that. Right, here, really don't want our admiral to die. Like, really don't want our admiral to die. But we're going to leave it in the hands of the gods. So again, we're looking just to push this home. That's good, Nacho. I did catch you in Fred's stream the other day. I appreciate you coming by here. I did notice you followed, so I really do appreciate that. Our admiral didn't die, and we're just going to occupy here. Now, as at this point, I feel it's important to say that we are quite happy to peace here. So if Egypt will take this, we have put them on the back foot and we've shortened the border. They don't want peace. Well, that's on them. So I think the navy is going to be reduced in size. And I think we'll move the navy back to side just to offer a bit of a garrison. Some munchies that I'm pretty sure shot my life. Natural, talk us through those munchies you speak of. I know I speak on behalf of many here when I say that we are curious, very curious. Strategos, spears, and then we'll go for accomplished skirmishers and polis defenders. Right, Salamis. That. The next question I'm sitting here asking myself is: Do we ship the army from Salamis over to Tyros, take the units we want from the army, and then disband them? That's what I'm not entirely sure of at the moment. Well, that would have to move the navy around here, I think. Yeah. Okay, so where are we going to be pushed? Seleucia is definitely going to get attacked. They could attack it this turn coming, so we are going to re-garrison it and get ourselves inside. Hatra could probably upgrade, but we kind of need to start just putting our flag in the sand and deciding where matters. Oh, we've got new skills. Our gal's got a skill there. It's a different gal actually. We are going to take that one and then main turn. Nikon. Oh, sorry, my bad. What is it? What that one? Militancy. That's what we want. Nice. Okay. Use cheat engine. So natural, I did read some of what you were saying in Fred's chat. So I'll open this conversation up to anyone who is listening. They are coming for Seleukeia. So they're coming back for Palmyra. Oh. Yeah, Natural was asking if anyone knows how to do a campaign and edit the enemy's army composition so that you can sort of dictate what you're fighting. Which I don't believe is something Total War has ever offered.
There is much merit in the treaty.
A non-aggression pact with the Kadiri. I am happy to do that if you join our war against innovations.
We are much alike.
I don't want that, so in that case we'll just ask for some coin. You mean yes, I think that's what he's asking, blind. Ground pork quesadilla, pizza, bagel, corned beef sandwich, burger, grill. Oh, that doesn't sound I mean, it sounds like it would be an awful poop attack, but it doesn't sound it sounds quite intriguing, quite delicious. Right, Navy is going to sail back to Salamis. Should be on the old replenishment here. And here we're going to do that. Now, I doubt we're going to keep too many cavalry, so let's reduce our finances a little bit here, which is something we've just done. We need to kind of fix the public order here, so let's do that just so we're converting to our culture. And here, it's not going to get too much better, is it? It's saying on resolve we should win, which is not something you can always predict. Two hands, I have to say, man, really cool to see you back in the stream. I hope life's alright, and again, feel free to pop my message if you want to chat. Appreciate you stopping by, and honestly, I don't think we'll be going much longer, another 15-20 minutes, and that'll do me tonight. You might get your Natural. You're in for a few poop attacks, methinks. Involuntary poop attacks, which are definitely the worst kind. Right, so Thapsakos. Let's get a bit of food in there. That'll do. Good night, two hands. Oh, cool. Armenia's. Oh, look who's appeared, guys. Love that for us. Love that. Oh, God, there's armies left, right, and centre here. I don't even know. I feel actually quite overwhelmed. I know we've expanded in the Egyptian territory that came to us, but I really do feel quite. If they join any wars,
Is there need of further
I just
embellishment?
want them to do. So maybe just take money. 900's fine. Armenian werewolves. It's also kind of sad watching our satrapies fight amongst themselves, and like the one or two that remained as loyal are just getting slowly smaller. Magus has died again. Not sure what's going on there. Magna Graecia has been secured. Again, this is our general here. Right, we've kind of done what you wanted. Let's go for Master Scouts and Military Conscript ×2, just for the replenishment and the background. Nacho, this is not vanilla. I don't know Nacho. I don't have it available here. But if you go on YouTube, I'm live right now. And sorry about the epileptic fit. If you go on YouTube, I'm live right now, and in the description there is a link to the pack of mods. I would say to anyone, and yeah, Heretic, we are playing DEI Enhanced is what I'm calling it. On the YouTube link there, if you click that and go into the description, there is a link to the collection. I would recommend going there to get it. I don't have it set up as a command here yet. It's been a night of it's not been smooth streams, put it that way. Right, Tyros is repaired. We're actually technically upgrading that, which I don't think is the best move. And then here we're going to get as close as we can to the city. Don't think those two armies can really threaten us, if I'm honest. And here we're just going to move you lads in here and onto the ship. Get them over in one turn? Not quite. The plan will be to get them there, and then we'll probably disband the navy for just now, I think. So we don't really need it. Yeah, I feel like we don't need it. I'll upgrade that just because we want more experience for our spear lads. And then here, both sides taking casualties here. I think if they attack us, they're in big trouble, so I'm hoping that is how that will play out. Again, we're just doing a safety save because we probably need them there. Oh, what a guy. Look at Blind setting up the mod list. And it works as smooth as you can like. Sorry about this again. My bad. So yeah, we're pretty lucky on the channel as well. I mentioned it in the introduction video that Darren Total War, I mentioned to him, this is the battle we wanted, by the way, but I'd mentioned to him, oh no, it's a flashlight in. No, it's not. Also, putting this out there, in my opinion, this is one of the most interesting and unique maps in Rome 2 Total War in terms of a city defence. As the city expands, the river crossing becomes more and more pivotal. But yeah, if anyone is unfamiliar with the mods that we're using, the primary one we're using is called Divide et Impera. It basically introduces a population dynamic to the game, as well as tiered units and tiered population. So if you rock about with an army that is top tier, top singing, top dancing, elite units, and you suffer a very high casualty battle that you either win or lose, you don't just go back and start replenishing from like a generic pool that you don't see. You replenish from the different populations, and to keep the different populations happy, you have to do different things. So it's not the most straightforward. Anyway, we're going to defend here. This shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to do my best where I can not to defend like a scumbag in the streets and do all that sort of stuff, but sometimes the game kind of forces you into doing this stuff. We have a load of cavalry here that we can use. Where's our closest gate? There, really? Nah. We're going to deploy here, go out this gate, go around, and we'll harass them. So one of the most frustrating things about fighting any of the sort of Persian factions is the fact that when you fight them, they have a lot of units that have spears and bows and arrows. So the normal thing, if you have sense, that you will use to counter these is archers, but they'll counter-fire you. And then the other thing you'd use to counter them is cavalry, and guess what? They have spears, so they counter that. Imagine a real... You're not wrong, Blind. Right, we've got a light militia here. We are going to grab these lads. They're going to go on the walls. And then we're going to get these archers here. They're also going on the walls. So we're not looking to double side this or go for any crazy depth. We're just going for a nice easy one with the lads on the outside of the walls. Like so. Nice. And then we have two more, technically speaking. Let's have you lads like that, and you fire both ways. And then I'm tempted to do... If I do that, I wonder if they'll fire that way. We'll see. You lads are going to hopefully contest the walls for us. If they do make it this far, which, by the way, for the record, I'm pretty sure they'll do very easily. We're then going to have 3 units set up here at the gate with our more sort of elite units, if we can call them that, hanging back a little bit. I think that's everyone, right? That's everyone bar our 3 actual hoplites. Can't we think if I'll put them there, and then you lads can we'll maybe deploy them. We'll deploy them here, and they'll be ready to counteract should we need it. Here, every single one of you is going to flame an arrow, and if we can take some of the enemy siege equipment down, we'll be trying to do that. 13 mods, 500 elephant. Yeah, elephants are pretty great in this, I'll be honest. Yeah, the bridges are absolutely incredible. It's the absolute monster choke point. It's the fact it's also the capture area. So, in my opinion, if you're ever playing online and you and your friend want a fun defensive battle to fight the AI, this is the map you want. It's really, really cool. And then even over here, if you look at this gate, so this is like the low level of this city. As you upgrade the city and expand it, it gets bigger and bigger, and the crossings are even more sort of relevant. It's really cool. But we're going to speed up, and we're going to hope that they're coming to us. Again, honestly, a large part of our plan here is going to be to very simply try and destroy some of the siege equipment. So the good news is our archers should start firing soon, and we'll try our best to set some of them on fire. And yeah, I don't know if you're a fan, Nacho, but if you go onto my YouTube channel, we've got a couple of series that we actually did. I edited up a load of VODs and made them into like summary recap videos of Darth mod playthroughs. I think there's 2 of them, and they're more of like a commentary. Oh shit, what's this? Light speed infantry. I don't much. They're gonna have bow and arrows today. That's the problem. So again, normally you'd be like, oh, these guys are archers, we'll just charge them, they're cavalry. Can't do that. Can't do that. Again, here we're just hoping that the fire damage kicks in. I'll tell you, if we can take down their siege equipment by burning it, and they have to fight us on the floor of the gate, they are in big trouble. That is already pretty much on fire. So you are gonna fire at them. You're gonna fire at them.
Missile infantry at your command. Archers! Loose! Take aim!
So this one's on fire. It's burning very, very, very quickly. The unfortunate thing here is that we want to burn this one now, because this one's taken almost no damage. It's only 4%. These 2 have burnt down, which is good, so that's going to cause obstructions and damage. Here we kind of need more lads, so what I think I'm going to do... Oh shit, they pushed us. They have. They have pushed us. Right, we're going to do that, and then we'll just manually get them to fire. Because if we set this one on fire, they're going to have a very hard time getting in here. It's on 35%. We could probably pull that off, honestly. It's doable. Just enter my sync and now have supply of TP. I mean, natural, as we've already discussed, I'm pretty sure you're going to need that, mate. Real bad. Oh shit, they actually have a battering ram. Okay. Well, we're actually, after all, we're going to have to brace the gate. So we'll get our professional hoplites, the garrison of the city. I can't think of a better unit to actually defend the gate. Pretty cool screen capture there. We'll maybe turn that into a thumbnail. Anyway, they have unfortunately made it to the walls. We're on 58% damage, which is sadly not enough. We're going to move these archers down off the walls. The lads can move up and take care of that. Okay, so we can also move. These archers apparently take quite a lot of damage. Didn't realise. Right, our hoplites are going to move, and then oh shit, I completely forgot about our cavalry. I think we're going to have to charge these lads. I think we've got much choice. So you're going to go that way. You're going that way. You're going that way. We're going to try and commit them to the fight in the frontal. We're going to make them face the direction, and the plan is to try and slam them. So you're going there. You're going there. You're going to go there. One of you's going to go there and go from behind. The other is going to charge from the side. So again, they're light spear infantry, so we shouldn't do too badly here. We'll just probably take more casualties than you would like to, with it being a spear unit. The one that's just been charged on 3 sides, they're definitely going to rout. It's the other one I'm probably a little more concerned about. But once they're done, we can swing around and start getting stuck in here and start really badly damaging and wiring into the back of their army, basically the old rear charge. Okay, I'm pretty sure they're done. I can chase them down, but that being said, there's still 207 of them, so they're definitely living to fight another day. So maybe it is worth our while actually put them to the sword. I'll do this. We can need these boys here. Let's pull them here, and we'll get ready to start rear charging. That be lots of information. Okay, we're getting stuck in there. They are actually dropping some of our boys here with the old spearmen. And then here again, the plan, set up behind them, spread our cavalry and just ting 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 from behind. That's the plan, that's the dream, that's the hope here. Okay, they're just light spearmen. I genuinely do have nothing to be scared of. I think we're gonna really confidently hold this gate. Just gonna try to tighten this up a bit. They have sadly kind of broken through our front line. They are coming towards us, so you're gonna go that way. You go that way. We're gonna actually hit these high Hyrcanian Hellman, just to try and draw them. We're going in there, the boys are going to go this way, and we're going to try and drag them around. Yeah, see if they'd spread out and like tried to assault most of the fort, I'd probably have really struggled because we couldn't have combined our archers the way we have and just dropped most of their items that were going to break them into this place. If I do that, I think they should be able to shoot behind themselves. So that's the plan. Again, our cavalry here. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, we're in trouble there. Just bought ourselves a little time though, which is nice. And there, we've taken quite a lot of casualties on those boys, but hopefully that's alright. We've got a reserve here. We'll just maybe move them up a little smidgen. Probably going to need them. So let's move up to the walls. Now we have lost a cavalry unit, and unfortunately it's one of our most expensive, costly in individual units, which isn't ideal. These cavalry, again, I've not exactly microed them very well. I'll try and draw them ones towards the wall, and then here we're going to go smash them this skirmish cav. At least that's the plan. Now we do have a pikeman here, and at best it can come down here. So I think we'll do that, and we'll just block them. Again, I was really hoping that our archers would be firing this way, but who knows. Let's charge them, then once we've killed this unit, we'll probably try and get our archers out of here, actually. What the hell are you doing down there, son? Damn. So the mercenary Persian archers are going to be in the bin. Can you give them... who you talking about, Blind? Sorry, I completely went blank there. Manual order to shoot. You can. That's what we did with the towers, and we almost got 2 or 3 towers we got. We got 2 of the 3 towers. But you can give them a manual, you just use concentrate fire, click it, and they'll fire into like an area rather. It's pretty cool. Now, you lads do have some arrows left, so we'll put you there. That's that. 10 minutes gone, I think we've killed more than probably half of them. These lads are going to hold there, there's no way they hold that down. No way. Now we have taken quite a bit of cavalry damage here, which I like. I think we'll probably speed up because there's not too much more happening here. It's going to be a slow war of attrition here, but we're just trying to reduce the numbers, reduce their morale, and then once we've done that we'll look to counter. But right now we're just trying to absorb and draw them out. They're coming for us. What was this here? The good news is they're encountering the towers the whole way around. Not that they're losing like an abundance of men or anything. So these are both Greek boys. So I think the plan is go that way and go that way. Go try and draw them in between and then snap. Yeah, heretical. I think you joined us for some of it, but basically the first hour and a half we streamed tonight, most of it was unfortunately spent troubleshooting and trying to fix a sort of crashing error. We did manage to do that, but it's just completely drained me, and I've been too excited and put too much effort into this all week to not stream it. We're going to just charge them. Our cavalry's not looking great, it has to be said. Could move our general out, but I don't really want to do that. We're going to move our pikes here and just make sure we hold. We don't even have a phalanx here, jeez. Okay, here I'll be looking. Almost taking out one unit, but casualties. Very light lads there that we could probably destroy. But it's when and what are we doing? Right, so they're done. We'll try and pull these lads out and just keep them alive. We've killed one unit, we maybe rear charge again and try and end the other unit. So you're going to turn around. You're going to turn around and then plant, slam, bring them in. Go. This looks good. Again, the main gate is largely looking after itself. I think they are honestly they're not miles from Roughton here. Defensive formation with a beefy spear boys. There's some of them up there to reinforce that.
Heavy cavalry ready and willing.
Good. Let's push them down. They're still kind of not in the fight. They've not retreated, but they're also not in the fight. Okay, here they're getting slowly dwindled down. Here I think these guys will... They're done. So I'm pretty sure once this cavalry we have here, yeah, I'd say once they charge, and that's probably it. As Blind has just said, they will be going into the meat grinder. It's almost like some of them know what's coming and they're not prepared to be made into a patty. But yeah, one rear charger, most of these lads are probably as Blind and I would say in the bin. So you're going to go there, and then we're going to rear charge, and that should be what finishes this, I think. There you go. There you go. Again, can you just picture you're crushed in here by... You're crushed in here. You're climbing over the bodies of your compatriots that you've fought in this battle with. And then all of a sudden out of the blue there's some lads on Sarissa, on horseback with Sarissa spears. Which again are like something stupid, it's like 18 feet long or whatever. It's absolutely insane if you think about the practicality of it. Anyway, they're all routing. It'd be lovely to kill the general, but I don't think it's going to let us. We're at 1,000 friendly casualties for nearly 2,000 enemy. Not a bad thing at all. Yeah, they just kind of went, nah, this isn't for us. I'd very much have liked to kill the general there, but the game was simply not having it. We did destroy a couple of units, I think. Honestly, they didn't fight on that long. They could have probably done a little bit longer. Cardillion did very well there. Okay, a good win. That gives us a little bit of hope. That's the first large enemy. Oh shit, actually. We lost the early Royal Guard. That is not good. We're going to ransom them because I think we're going to need the money to recruit more units because I think they're going to keep pressure on us. And interestingly, they've ran back to the desert here. Yeah, Blind, I'm literally finishing this turn and then that is me. Appreciate you tuning in and also helping me troubleshoot. I probably would have gave up on playing this if you guys had not assisted. Military access. Bit of cash. Easy. Good night, mate. Speak to you tomorrow if you're about, Blind. Okay, here we're probably going to go with infantry. Water sluicing is done. A couple levels up. So this guy's on the frontier. Skilled tactician. For commander of men. Right, research wise, the question is if we finish that we get a -2. Oh no, we finished that, sorry. Do we upgrade our mains or do we go for some of these? So political occurrence or let's go for the loyalty. Loyalty doesn't seem like a bad thing. Anyway, guys, we will end this one on a save. We have the safety solution number 1. So, drawn a line under this. What sort of position are we in? So, we've lost all bar one of our satrapies. Sardes is the only satrapy that is still with us. So they're still going strong, they're still loyal. They'll probably like that we attack someone that had attacked them. So we still have side. We have, we've really struck back at the Egyptians, which is the biggest thing we can take from this. We have taken side and Salamis off of them. Tyros we are pretty much contesting. The plan for this army is to move back down this way because Tyros is incredibly isolated. And then we'll maybe recruit a couple of units here to sort of mount an enhanced defence. Maybe someone that's going to act as more of like a governor. That's the situation over here though. We are moving reinforcements in towards Tyros, which, oh lo and behold, have just arrived. Bam. The plan here is to combine these armies and build some cohesive that we can use. In fact, hear me out. Maybe we combine these armies, take the remnants of the army and move it to Palmyra to be involved in the defence. Which, crazily, look at their movement range here. Doesn't seem right. That just doesn't seem right. Anyway, that's where we are. In the east, we have lost Sharax. That's the only place we've had to take a step back. Seleukeia, we have just successfully defended. We did lose a couple of units, which kind of hurt. But yeah, we're in a good position. Good position for going forward. Again, I'll sort of I like doing this in playthroughs, so I'm going to leave the interactive options there. What's our priority right now? We've kind of managed to secure our northwest. Sea-wise, we're not safe. The Egyptians could still strike at us from pretty much anywhere. Our north is relatively safe here. The east is the absolute... It's like someone's frying a steak and it's spatting everywhere. That's the best description of the east. And then to the south, we could probably kill Nabatia if we really focused on them. It's just we're having to constantly think about Egypt and what they're doing. But guys, if you have been watching on the YouTube front, thank you very much. Appreciate your viewership. Looking forward to continuing these, and as I said, I'll try and explain in the comments what was going on, but we've got the ball rolling here and we've got a start, so we'll see how this one plays out. Guys, thank you everyone. Appreciate all of you, and we will speak soon. Bye.